acquiring new customers using AI, machine learning, and customer analytic. For that, I would request Mr. Sorabh Talwar, Head Retail and SME Leasing Quiklyz, Mahindra Finance. Mr. Sorabh Talwar is a seasoned business leader with 20 plus years of experience shaping strategic landscape and driving growth as head of retail leasing at Mahindra Finance. He pioneered Quiklyz, a digital-first platform, and incubated Mahindra One, a customer data platform showcasing a proven track record in innovation and strategic excellence. Let's invite Mr. Sorabh Talwar. Welcome.
Thank you. I hope I'm audible. Okay, great. So the topic I'll be covering today is acquiring new customer using the new age tech, ML, AI, we all are very versed with. And when the topic was discussed with me, the first thought came to my mind, there's so much we are doing with data in so many different verticals of our businesses. Why all this halla-gulla about just sales and marketing and customer acquisition? Why this topic is so relevant? And like a true financier, what I did was I just followed the money. And 4 years back, McKinsey did this job for us. They went and spoke with close to 400 different executives to see how the potential of an advanced analytics and artificial intelligence will pan out in next 5-6 years. And they realized 70% and plus investment as well as returns will be focused on two of the areas, marketing and sales and manufacturing and SCM. And that pretty much sums up. I think it's justified to spend another 15 minutes on understanding how AI and data is helping us acquire customer in a much better way, much faster way, and a much efficient way. So what we'll do in next 5 minutes or so is go through 5 broader areas wherein I think pretty much we all have used data and analytics in terms of reaching out to more and more customers, widening the funnel, the top of the funnel as we call it, increasing the efficiency of our campaigns and reach to the customer using the tech, becoming more agile, be it in terms of systems, be it in terms of processes. And obviously, we all have been talking about N equal to 1, how we have used tech on the personalization and the customization space. Increasing the reach, or as I mentioned, widening the top of the funnel, the data has helped us becoming more predictive, reaching out a broader set of relevant audience using a lot of lookalike modeling, predictive analytics, reaching to this set of customer with a much faster TAT. A lot of things we have automated today. The customer doesn't have to wait for a call to come back. The journeys are digital. The chatbots are AI powered. Customer can talk, go through the journeys on WhatsApp today. And yes, generating cross-sell opportunities using highly advanced propensity models. Coming to efficiency, again, something which is helped all of us in terms of getting the right bang for the buck, right? Running the campaign is one thing, but getting the right ROI, or return on advertising spend as we call it, ROAS, on those is equally relevant and helpful where tech has been leveraged significantly. Be it in terms of having predictive dialers, having the lead predictive or the predictive lead scoring models on which lead to be called first by which agent using what script, and then completing the loop. Now, all the transcription of those calls have become automated. The NLP is working in the back end. It's automatically tagging whether was it a query, was it a request, was it a complaint, was it a lead for the new product that you have just launched. It's a feedback. All of that has today become very, very seamless, very, very using pure tech. From the agility perspective, the dialers have become predictive. The script that the agent is talking to the customer has become more customized. Depending upon the persona, your system is able to pick up which script to be used with which agent, which customer, at what stage of the journey. There's a real-time sentiment analysis going on the voice calling. And the agent is able to see how receptive the customer is to the pitch that is being made. We all, I think, have used personalization and customization so many times in our presentations and speeches. It's end of the day all about reaching to the right kind of customer with the right kind of product and right kind of offering, with the right creatives content at the right time, in the right channel, and with a flexible customer journey. Now you can have customers going through the journey, which is different for one customer versus the other. And we all have seen that happening with Netflix and Amazon and others, where the home pages are different, the way you're browsing, the way you're selecting product is very, very different. And like all the organizations, even at Mahindra Finance, we have used it significantly, be in terms of AI-based chatbot, be in terms of different variations of the platform, different web pages, different home pages, landing pages, depending upon when the customer is coming, landing, using data analytics for customer segmentation, and then using it to personalize and customize. But next 5-10 minutes, let's focus on what's next. This is something we all have done. This is something which has reached to a stage of maturity. But the tech world is something which always keeps on saying, picture abhi baki hai. There is always something new which is happening in the space. And just a quick reference to the Gartner hype cycle of 2023, all that we have spoken so far and we are very comfortable with is further towards the right of the chart. It's more towards the maturity, more towards the production. Let's focus on some of the elements which are more towards the left, which we'll be seeing happening in next 3 to 5 years. The first one of that is digital twin of a customer. A very, very interesting piece which has been used in manufacturing and product development for long. In fact, it was NASA which used it for Apollo mission way decades back. But now is the time when graduating or moving from just pure persona or 360 view of a customer, we have started using the seed data to generate synthetic data and create a digital persona or digital twin of the customer. It's more accurate, it's more privacy compliant, and what you can do using this is to a very accurate level, predict customer behavior, his wants, his needs, his next requirement, and then connect with the customer, engage with the customer or a prospect in a much, much better way. And it happens at different level. You can do it at a single customer level, you can do it at group of the customers, or a segment level, you can do it for the journey, you can do it for the product, you can do it for some of the surveys that you want to do and get real-time feedback. Let me show you a very quick case study which L'Oreal did, more with the product and a QR code, but we'll see how they started engaging with the customer using a digital twin.
QR code is the door to the product digital twin, making the link between our 7 million products and the digital world.
It opens brand new existing consumer journey, and we have partnered with Google Cloud and Capgemini to reveal its full potential.
The products become a media channel where brands commit to their sustainable engagement.
Stylists share their expertise by giving professional tips to consumers and allow consumers to create their own beauty expertise.
The transparency consumers request on ingredients, formula, and sourcing is now in their hands.
So they created a QR code with the product, and just by scanning the QR code, different stakeholders, be it customer, be it their partners in the saloon, be it their partners in the advertising space, were able to create or replicate a digital twin of the product. And then using the AI as well as the other technologies, they were able to simulate. For example, if it's a hair color, you can simulate how it will look on your hairs, how you will look just by scanning, and it's that personalized using complete digital twin of the product as well as the customer. The second, and so far one of the most scary, if I can put it that way, which has been evolving, is influence AI. Can AI learn and master persuasion? And a lot of that will happen as we are seeing the data crunching, which has started happening in a much, much more advanced level. Reading of not just what the text is, but reading of what is the message behind the text, and then how you can do it at a scale by learning and applying a scale which is not humanly possible, scale which an AI can drive. I'll take you through one case study on this. I think we all have seen it happening, and that was a couple of years back, and we saw the data and tech being used not just to influence consumer behavior, but even to influence a political voter behavior.
Something that looked like this. And if you did, you probably shared your personal data and your friends' personal data with a company that worked for President Trump's 2016 campaign. Here's how it happened. It begins with a research firm, Cambridge Analytica. CA partnered with a UK-based academic, Alexander Kogan, who was using Facebook data for research purposes. Quizzes were sent to around 300,000 Americans. They looked innocuous, over 100 personality traits to agree or disagree with. And you got paid less than $5. But there was a catch. To take the survey, you had to log into Facebook, which gave Kogan access to your profile, including your birth date, location, and most importantly, your Facebook likes. Kogan combined the quiz results with your Facebook data to develop a psychometric model, a sort of personality profile. He then combined this with voter records and sent them to Cambridge Analytica. CA claimed that these models were the heart of how they profiled you, your neuroses, and other exploitable traits. But Kogan and CA didn't stop there. His app also grabbed the personal data of your Facebook friends and compiled similar profiles of them. In just months, 270,000 people took Kogan's survey, and the data of up to 87 million friends was also harvested, close to 1/4 of all US Facebook users.
You know, the data of 270,000 users shifted into millions just by using the tech. And we all know what happened post, that's why let's stop the video over there. But this was, just imagine, close to a decade back. Since then, the technology has changed significantly. The capability of AI in terms of crunching the data, responding back, the agility we spoke about, has changed significantly. Third, and quite interesting from a marketer perspective, is emotion AI. Can AI, and end of the day, image is set of pixel, which is set of data for a computer to read. And as your pixel changes, AI can read the emotions that you are displaying. And there are already a lot of research, not just from the marketer or the advertising company's perspective. There's a lot of research, even the defense research organizations are doing, in predicting what emotion a person is going through, a bunch of people are going through. Who among the crowd is displaying sorrowness? Who among the crowd is displaying aggression? And from a marketer perspective, it is very, very relevant to then read it and say, who is responding so well to my campaign? Who could be my next potential customer? So way, way above than just scoring your leads in basis of some of the demographic data that you have captured. I'll skip the video. I'll share the link. I'll strongly recommend. It's an research done by the Defense Research Organization of Pentagon in how they can use AI to pick up the emotions. This is pretty much, I think, we all are very comfortable with, right? Amalgamation of all the technologies that we have been talking about, be it AI, be it IoT, blockchain, AR, VR, and how it comes together. Yes, there are use cases which will keep on getting advanced and advanced. You will have your digital identity as well in the blockchain or in the metaverse domain. And a lot of gamers, any gamer in the house, I think can pretty much relate to how you can live a dual life, one in the offline world and one in the online world. But a very quick use case that we at Mahindra Group did almost a year back when we launched XUV400. So you can see the colors changing. You don't have to visit a dealership. You can get a feel of the test drive as well. Obviously, end of the day, you want to go out there and then touch and feel the vehicle. But before you reach there, 90% of the work, you want to understand how the features are panned out, what is new in the vehicle. You don't have to now turn the pages, see the brochure, but you can have your headset and you can feel digitally what is different in the car and what are the new features up over there. When all of these are coming up, I think the most critical that becomes us as a business leader to focus on is the data ethics. There's a lot of regulatory and legal activities, initiatives that the governments are doing, that the regulators are doing. But I think as business leaders, it's important for all of us to ensure that when the customer is trusting us with the data, trusting a brand with the data, we have enough guardrails, enough safeguards to ensure that we are morally and ethically right. It resonates with our company policy. And this is something which will become more and more critical as the things we saw in the last 4 slides will start getting more and more adaptive. So we looked at 5 new things, new spaces wherein tech will keep on influencing in the next 5, 6, 7 years. Before I finish, this is pretty much last of my presentation. And like a good presenter, I have my last 2 cents to share with you. We discussed a lot of things on the customer acquisition, but it's your existing customer which matters more than anything. That is where the cream of the business is. Let's not in all this mumbo jumbo forget about how we can use tech to retain our existing customer, make them happy, engage with them at the right level. Entry, we always focus a lot on how the satisfaction has been, so on and so forth. But yeah, the exit procedure matters as important and as critical as the entry one. And end of the day, it's technology. Still, it's garbage in and garbage out. So how you handle it, how you configure it, and how you use it matters more than just the technology. It's the whole processes and systems which have to come together. Thank you so much, everyone. That's all I had to share.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Sorabh Talwar, for this beautiful second valued session. Now I request Mr. Kaustubh Dudani, Enterprise Account Manager, Freshworks, to come up on dais and felicitate Mr. Sorabh Talwar.